In the wake of recent terrorist attacks, including in San Bernardino, some U.S. sheriffs are urging citizens to take the fight into their own hands.
Pinal County Sheriff Paul Babiou is among them, telling citizens to get a gun and be ready to use it. But as 9 News' Christina Myers explains, other Arizona sheriffs think having armed citizens fighting back is the wrong approach. Christina.
Well, I spoke with PIMA County Sheriff Chris NANOS and Santa Cruz County Sheriff Tony Estrada today. They both say they believe arming citizens and encouraging them to use those guns will not end the fight against terrorists, but will only make things worse.
Be armed to protect yourself, protect your family until we can get there. We want a citizen to add to the equation.
Pinal County Sheriff Paul Babiou joins a number of other sheriffs across the country, calling on citizens to be armed and ready to fight.
I get it. I get their frustration and to come out and say we need to do more than we're doing. But I don't think we need to call on our citizens to do law enforcement work.
For many, the terrorist attacks in San Bernardino brought the fight too close to home. But Pima County Sheriff Chris NANOS says putting the call out on social media could attract the wrong people. And Santa Cruz County Sheriff Tony Estrada agrees.
Obviously, it's going to encourage the wrong people to take that message. You're talking about gangs, you're talking about people that are not, mentally stable. I think it's a bad idea.
Both Southern Arizona sheriffs admit law enforcement agents cannot be everywhere at all times. But when it comes to active shooter situations, they do not believe citizens should fill in those gaps.
Not one was ever stopped by an armed citizen.
In San Bernardino, California, some of the strictest gun laws in the country. We've seen many people bring up the argument that if they didn't have such strict gun laws and their citizens could open carry, somebody in there may have been armed and could have taken those attackers down. Your thoughts on that?
I don't think we have strict gun laws in Arizona. On January 8th, they weren't any different than they are today.
Instead of arming citizens and asking them to take up the fight, Sheriff NANOS says the focus should be on prevention, including mental health programs. And when it comes to terror threats, he says the federal government needs to do a better job communicating with local law enforcement.